Greetings to the e-grader, tutor, and my beloved course mates who are watching this video. My name is Chusini from the Shalom Learning Center, and this is my video presentation for the course OUMH1603 Learning Skills for the 21st Century. In this video, I'm going to talk about financial problem that occurs among people who have low income, and even if the person have a good amount of income but their lack of skills in budgeting. Next, I'm going to talk about digital tools that we could use in order to overcome this problem and the challenges we might face while trying to solve the problem. Without further ado, let's start.
So, what is financial problem? Financial problem is a situation where people fail to plan their budget that causes them to having limited purchase power and unable to pay their debts. This kind of situation happens among people who are lacks of income, and even if the person have a good amount of income, without a habit of planning their budget, they might overspend their money and end up facing financial problem. According to helpguide.org, it is said that people who are facing financial problems tend to feel stressed and anxious when they need to spend money. And this is not good for mental health, as stressing out makes a person harder to concentrate on money management and leads up to the lack of energy to tackle a mounting piles of bills.
So how do we overcome this financial problem?
Well, there is a financial strategy which is called the 50, 30, and 20 budgeting rules. The 50, 30, and 20 stands for 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. This is a strategy developed by Senator Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amelia Warren Tyagi. This strategy was introduced in their book titled Or Your Words, The Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan. 50% for needs is fixed expenses that we will be spending. And examples for the expenses are paying for housing or rent, utility bills, groceries, health insurance, and transportation costs. Next is the 30% for wants that are expenses mainly for entertainment of daily life, which is not too necessary, but one gotta have a little bit of fun, right? So that their life won't be boring. The example of expenses are shopping for new clothes, dining out with friends or family in a fancy restaurants, and watch a movie at the cinema. Lastly, it was the 20% for saving, which simply means that we save up our extra money for a certain purpose or multiple purpose. For instance, we save money for emergency funds or retirement. Or even better, we can use the money we save up for investments. For example, we can make a product and sell it as our side income. Now that we learned about the 50, 30, and 20 budgeting rules, we might wonder, is there any digital tools that we could use to implement the rules into our budget planning? The answer to the question is yes, and here is my personal application recommendation for us to plan our budget. The Money Plus Q Expenses Tracker by Zaltiger Studio is a free application for people to plan their budget. By using this app, users are able to record their daily expenses, when they receive or spend their money, and how many money did they receive or spend. Users are able to set their monthly budget as well. From my experience of using this application, the Money Plus Q Expense Tracker is the perfect application for beginners who just started their budget planning journey, as this app is very easy to use. One could get used of it right away.
What other challenges might face while overcoming the problem? Here, if we don't record our expenses right away, we could end up forgetting about we have spent money, and this brings to the problem where the records of our expenses is going to be lacking. So the moral of the story is, it is vital to keep in mind that one must be disciplined enough so that the problem that lost track of our expenses can be avoided. Now that we know how to manage our money by following the 50, 30, and 20 budgeting rules and the digital tools that we could use to keep track of our expenses, we can live comfortably without the need of worrying that we have no enough money to use.
As a conclusion, it is important for us to manage and control our expenses in an effective way so that our needs and desires can be fulfilled without the need to face any financial problem.
Hey, my video presentation has come to an end, and I say thank you for watching my presentations. Hereby, I wish you all will have a wonderful day. Goodbye!